Hi everyone! In this video, you will learn how to navigate the course website. The Math 1600 course website is a part of the UWO platform at Western. To access it, you will have to log into UWO and select the course under the Membership tab on the home page. This is the overview of the course webpage. On the left, you will see a general overview of the course with important information about your course instructor, office hours, and other important resources that are available to you throughout this course. At the top right, you will see any recent announcements posted here. It is important to regularly check the course website and the announcements to make sure you are up to date. Below the announcements, there is a calendar that outlines all the important dates and deadlines. If you click on a certain day in the calendar, you can view any scheduled events. For example, on May 5th, we can see that there are 2 assignments due. Finally, below the calendar are your Message Center notifications. Here is where you will see any messages that you have sent or received, as well as any notifications from forums you may have posted in. On the left-hand side of the site is a navigational sidebar that will take you throughout the website. The first tab is the Announcements section, which displays all the announcements. This is the more detailed version of what is posted on the overview page. Then, there is a Calendar section that displays all the dates and deadlines in a list to provide you a clear overview of all the important dates in this course. I would recommend adding these dates to your personal calendar so that you can steadily keep up with the course. The Syllabus section provides the full course outline. Here you will find more information about your teaching assistants. If you have a query that cannot be asked on a class forum, feel free to email any of your teaching assistants or your course instructor. Here is a list of your teaching assistants' emails. In the course syllabus, you will also find the detailed course description, learning outcomes, and evaluations for this course. There are also descriptions on policies for late or missed work and academic offenses. Please make sure to read this to confirm that you understand what is expected of you in this course. Finally, there is a link to resources for support services that are offered by Western. The next tab is Course Information. This section clearly outlines the learning outcomes and components of this course. Here, you will find information about how to complete your online homework on WebAssign. Please go through these instructions to sign up for WebAssign. You will also find information about your weekly projects under the Projects section. To learn more about your projects, click on this link that says Projects. To learn more about a specific project, click on the name of the project. For example, if I wanted more information about linear algebra in the wild, I would click on the title and it will direct me to the project description page. On a project description page, you will find all the information you need to complete your project. The due date and description are listed at the top. Here, you will see a link to the project forum where you can ask any questions regarding this particular assignment. You will also find the requirements and rubric for this assignment, as well as instructions on how to submit it. Back to the course information section, you will also find information about your final exam at the very bottom. The next section is the course content section. Here is where you will find all the course materials available to you. The course materials will be split up by week, and to access a week's materials, click on the relevant week number. For example, if you click on week 1, you will see all the lectures, learning outcomes, and assignments relevant to that week. You can also use the to-do list to make sure you are completing what's required for this week. Under the Lesson subsection, you can access each lesson by clicking on the lesson title. For example, to access Lesson 1, click on Lesson 1 and you'll be directed to this page. Here, you will find your lesson with its learning outcomes. There is also a section to check your understanding by answering a short question. There may also be mini lessons attached, in which case you can click through each of these to see what they include. Back to the weekly page, you will also see a list of all assignments and homework problems that you will have to complete this week. You can click on the project names to be redirected to the relevant project descriptions. On the right-hand side, there is also a link to the forum for this week, where you can ask any questions about the content covered this week. You can also let the course instructor know what part of the course content this week was most unclear or difficult for you through this portal. The next section in the course website is the Messages section. Here, you will find all received, sent, and deleted messages. You can compose messages to other students, your instructor, or any of your teaching assistants here. Next, the Forums section lists all the forums available to you throughout the course. Forums are a great way to ask questions and clear up confusions about any aspect of the course. Forums will regularly be moderated by both your course instructor and teaching assistants, and of course, other students can supply responses as well. There are 3 general forum categories. The first category involves questions about the course. You can specify whether your question has to do with issues with the technology such as OWL, WebAssign, VoiceThread, or PeerScholar using this first forum. Next, there is a forum for questions about academic integrity. And finally, if your question does not fall in either of these categories, you can ask your question in the General Questions forum. There is also a forum section about lessons and homework. Each week, you will have the option to ask questions about the week's lessons or WebAssign homework using the weekly forum. For example, if I had a question about something covered in week 1, I would ask it in the week 1 forum. Lastly, there are forums for each of your projects. These include your persistence and problem-solving projects, solve and critique projects, and your final project, linear algebra in the wild. Please make sure to ask your question in the correct corresponding forum. The next section of your course web page is your WebAssign tab. Here, you will find a portal to log into WebAssign and to complete your homework. The project section on your course page is the same link that we found in the course information section. This is an easier way to access all the information about your projects. Remember, to access information about a specific project, click on the corresponding project title. The last relevant section on the course website is the gradebook. Here, you will find a layout of all of your grades for your completed assessments. Finally, if you need any help using OWL, you can access the Help tab at the bottom, which will open a new window in your browser with resources and information on how to use OWL. If you have any further questions, be sure to ask them on the forum. I hope this video was helpful to you and that you make use of all of the capabilities of the course website throughout this term.